Alright, this video is on speed control, teaching your horse speed control or rating your horse's speed. So in the beginning, I'm just going to warm the horse up and walk around a little bit. And we're going to teach this horse how to rate her speed from using our seat. So before I start teaching them how to, or really teach them how to rate their speed in canter or in trot, I'm going to see if she knows how to stop using my seat. So I'm just going to go ahead and sit down in the saddle without using the reins, and she stopped, and that was pretty good. I was happy with that. And then we're going to go back to the right, so I always want to do it in both directions. And so it's another walk on loose rein. I'm not interested in picking up the reins and having her stop. I'm just interested in having her stop off my seat. And here we're going to go ahead and do it again, and she stops. I'm going to turn her around. I'm going to go the other direction. And now I'm going to go ahead and do it at the trot. And she stopped at the trot, off my seat. So I'm just going to go ahead and trot her around here a little bit. And she trots pretty nicely. And we're going to come around this corner, and I'm going to go ahead and ask her to stop, just using my seat, not the reins. Yep, I'll just say sit, ho, and she does. So I was happy with that, and I'm going to go the other direction. So I always want to do things in both directions, and all I'm doing is sitting down in the saddle and saying ho. She didn't stop, and I'd probably pick up the reins or one rein, but she'd eventually learn it off her seat. And there she stopped pretty good. Alright, now I'm going to go back to trotting her. And I want to see if I have a nice slow trot, which I do, and I like that. And again, I'm just using my seat. All the bit's doing is keeping her in frame. So now I'm going to do some transitions. I went from trot to walk. I'll go back to trot, and then right back to walk, and she knows her transitions off my seat. And then we're going to go back to trotting again. I'm going to start playing around with her different trot speeds. I'm going to ask her to pick her trot up a little bit, and then I'll ask her how to slow it down just a little bit. Right there I asked her to slow it down just a tad bit and speed it back up. And she's doing pretty good with it all. I'm going to keep her trotting, speed her trot up just a little bit, then I'll slow it down again just a little bit. Right there. So she understands that pretty good, so I was liking that. She did pretty well. So I'll sit here, and then I'm going to go into a canter. I'm going to stay on the circle for right now and let her go, straight. So that I keep her on the circle. Make sure she knows how to pick up both her leads, her left lead, her right lead. Lead will be another video. And I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more cantering here. And there she stopped pretty good for me. Actually, I wanted her to just go into a nice little trot, but she stopped instead. So we're going to try that again. Go ahead and pick up your left lead. And come around. Then we go ahead and ask her to trot, and she did. And then I'm going to pick up the canter again. So you'll want to work on all these, maybe not all in the same day, but over a month or two your horse would start understanding speed control off the seat, and all I'm doing is sitting down. If I need to, I'll pick up a rein. But she should go off there. She did a nice little stop. But your horse should learn the seat, which we're showing you here, and she should learn verbal. If I say ho, she should be really tucking that butt to stop. But so sitting down in the seat, if you do that, and you have to use your rein to help slow the horse down, then your horse will eventually learn what your seat means when you sit down, to either slow him down or to make a complete stop. And so now we're going to go to the right and practice a little bit. We'll go ahead and pick up our trot a little bit. Yeah, right there, it's plenty. And then here in a sec, I'll go ahead and slow our leg speed down just a little bit, right there, just a little bit. And then I'd normally speed her right back up. And I'm also going to practice transitions to the right from walk to trot. Again, this mare is doing pretty good. And now we're going to go ahead and have her pick up a right lead. And she did. So she knows her cues pretty good. You know, the leads, how to pick up a lead, the cues to ask her to pick up the leads, transitions, whatnot. She's a little rusty here and there, but not bad. Now we're going to go ahead and do it again. So you saw me do a little transition there just a little while ago, and I like to see that get a little bit better. So that was a little bit better. She's popping her nose out a little bit, so but she's just, you know, a little rusty. And there we go back to walk. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to canter down the wrong side, and I'm going to kind of, you know, in the beginning stages, I'm just going to kind of let her go, you know, with the nose out and everything coming up the long side there. And here we go. So I'm letting her go a lot faster in the lope, and she's getting there. Then so now I'm going to sit down and slow down, and she did. And that was pretty good. And I'm going to go ahead and make a circle. And she did pretty good there. And here I'm going to go down again. This time I'm going to pick up the speed even faster. I mean, I'm going to have her start picking up a lot more speed. I didn't have her opened up today because, you know, she's not ready for that. But I can definitely start right here, start picking up the speed a little bit more. And then sit down, and she instantly slowed down for me as I went around that corner. And this is good for any horse, barrel horses, especially when they have to learn how to rate their speed. And here we did it one more time. I'm going to go ahead and slow her down. You know, any gymkhana, barrels, any of that type of showing that you want to do, this is really good training for. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to my YouTube page to see new videos come out. And now we're just going to turn around and go the other direction here a little bit. And so, you know, you also want to do it in both directions, and I'm going to go to the right. And I'm not going to quite let her open up here, that we're close to the end of the video. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.